Riots and civil disturbances are on the increase everywhere.
A tsunami is a series of ocean waves caused by the displacement of a large volume of water,
with resulting police casualties, loss of life, and property.
There are a few warning signs just prior to a tsunami.
There are professional agitators who can inflame tempers and turn peaceful assemblies into bloody riots with resulting anarchy.
If you see the water receding from the shoreline.
But one of the most potentially dangerous situations is the demonstration.
See or hear approaching water.
Protesters have taken to the streets across America, outraged over the death of George Floyd in police custody.
A typically quiet Newland back street transformed into a raging torrent.
These are all good indicators that there could be a tsunami coming.
National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the coastal areas of northern and central California, including the following counties: Sonoma.
Are you willing to encourage the mob?
Marin.
Because everything we know about history
Napa
tells us
the greatest impact has
that
to be
once
the
you
potential.
San Mateo.
you may not escape the mob.
In Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti and the LAPD support cutting the police budget by between 100 and
skilled agitator
150
can quickly
million.
whip this kind of a crowd
Alameda
into a murderously destructive mob.
and Santa Clara.
Defund the police.
The tsunami is imminent.
People at the scene of an accident can get out of hand, especially if local or national tensions are involved.
The activation of the emergency alert system.
I think America is standing on the precipice of the total breakdown of law and order. What is the legitimate reason to go to a business that a husband and wife of any colour have spent their lives building up and smash it up and take what you want and assault them? I mean, you'd have to have a damn sure cause to think you had the right to do that. In fact, I think it's pretty hard to think of any scenario where the cause is so just you're allowed to do that.
Approaching is similar to a freight train approaching.
That is so frightening to think of that sound you just mentioned, the freight train before a tsunami. I'm sure we'll all remember this if we're ever in an area before a tsunami occurs.
There are really people who are not a part of our movement and are taking advantage of our pain and our purpose.
Many protesters were intent on doing harm.
This wasn't again about protest, this was about tearing down society.
If you see the ocean withdraw out to sea, exposing the ocean bottom, or hear the train-like roar of the tsunami, you might have less than a minute to get to safety.
Many of the demonstrators are local residents, but as Amber Cogliano reports, in some places, officials attribute violence to what they call outside agitators.
The National Weather Service's tsunami warning system urging residents to move to high ground and away from the shore.
Somewhere in the sea of peaceful protesters, authorities say professional agitators are wreaking havoc.
This is Lieutenant Childers, a police officer of this city. I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly.
Across the nation, thousands of Americans are taking to the streets to voice their anguish over the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. But police say small bands of so-called professional agitators are hijacking peaceful demonstrations.
I heard something. I couldn't figure out what I heard, and I went and looked out the back window because I heard this noise, and then I could see it coming.
The feeling you have of helplessness when you see the water coming up and not a thing you can do about it.
But loss of life is something that would be the most devastating impact from tsunamis.
So help me God, I never seen parents teaching children to steal. If I had done that, my mom would beat the stuffings out of me if she had called me stealing. But these parents teaching their kids to steal, I can't understand it. But they ever take their kids to church? Do they ever teach them to believe in Jesus? I don't believe this stuff. I just can't.
22 years down the drain. I mean, can people realize what they're doing is wrong? This is not the way to overcome racism.